Hi, this is Aiden Sky with End of Sentence Podcast. For this episode, I will be interviewing a former prison cook and current kitchen manager who I've been friends with for a long time. We're going to be talking about the quality of food in jails and prisons, as well as the differences between cooking in prison and cooking in a restaurant. I hope you find this educational. We're going to be talking about what we'd like to see change, and I'd like to hear your thoughts as well.
If they gave you good food enough, and
yeah,
did all that shit, you know where you be right now? Fuck going to serve. I'm going to jail, bitch. I'm gonna go hang out. They got filet mignon in that bitch. In AC.
I know it doesn't have to be like comfy.
No, it don't have to be comfy, but it need to be safe. The food, because I have seen them serve like unsafe stuff, like the TVP. That was getting you sick because it was cheap. Now I'm agreeing you don't do that, but I don't think that they should give them.
It doesn't have to be like a good meal that you would get at a restaurant or at home, but it has to be, like you said, safe. Like when I was in jail, I was out taking the trash and I saw a box that the food came in, and it said not for human or animal consumption, for inmate use only.
Yeah.
Like that's fucked up.
Yeah. Sometimes that be they grew it. Sometimes it be, but if you go to stores now and you look at stuff and you don't pay attention, it say not for human consumption in our stores too. But at the same time, the food there is horrible. Yeah. I heard it's got better now. I don't know. I don't want to find out.
No.
But I heard it got better, but when I was there, it was rough.
Yeah.
The canteen is overpriced, but then all that shit made me not want to go back.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. It was the hardest thing. I mean, I only did a year in county, so that's not prison. I've never been to prison, but
it's all the same. Everybody's being held against your will.
Yeah.
You don't want to be there.
Yeah.
You want to be whole free. You want to eat turkey for Thanksgiving, not Chinese turkey. You want to eat real turkey. You want to eat with your family. But again, you don't break the law.
Yeah.
I hate glorifying jail. I hate making it look too bad. I don't want it to look good to nobody. You understand?
Yeah.
I want people to know that shit is fucked up.
Yeah, it's
fucked up.
It's not right. And like you said, it's dangerous. Like not just the food, but so many parts of it, the way that they treat you and everything. You did 10 years?
Yeah.
That's so long. It's so long. So how old were you when you got arrested?
29 or so.
So that's how old I am now.
Mm-hmm. And see your whole 30s in jail. That'd be horrible.
Yeah, that's a rough time because when I was in jail, I was 18. So I felt like I didn't have anything. I wasn't really losing much because I was on drugs. I didn't have a house. I didn't have a car. I didn't really have a family of my own. I just had my mom and dad, brother and sister. So I wasn't really losing much. I was getting sober basically. But
you needed jail to get you sober.
I did. It did.
If it's not, you will still probably be Ada hanging out doing what Ada do. You feel me?
Yeah.
Bag full of whatever. I'm out here doing me. But you need to get it up, eat the horrible food, deal with them horrible conditions, be hungry because canteen costs too much, and suffer just to learn to this ain't where it's at.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it is necessary for a lot of people. Without being arrested, they're going to keep doing what they're doing.
Yeah. But then you got some people that don't care about the conditions.
Yeah.
Some people that just keep coming back hey, look at me, I got out. I stayed out 3 months and look at me, I'm back. What they got for dinner? There are people there. You want to look out for them, but why? And that's how probably the people look like. These people here, the recidivism rate, the 85%.
Yeah.
Come on, that's crazy. It's
Yeah.
We can't make all this good food for these people because we can't afford it. First of all, secondly, they don't deserve it.
Yeah, a lot of them don't, and I mean, like you said, when I only did a year in county, I saw people of all ages coming back and coming back. 80-year-old women, 20-year-old women, 40-year-old women.
Well, you got that recidivism, that rate right there. These people here, you can't make jail good for them. I need to lock their doors.
Yeah. Yeah, there's people who just don't care. It's not scary to them. It's not.
It's not.
I feel like you couldn't make it bad enough.
I got a homeboy that I heard him say, "That's all I know." That's a sad statement,
but it's also the fact, like, think about fuck making it comfy. What if they actually gave you resources? What if they actually taught you things while you were there?
But some they do offer some stuff like that every once in a while. But again, you got to want it, because I did programs in jail. When you first met me, I had I had that culinary shit going on.
Yeah.
I didn't know how to cook, but I still had all that shit going on. I had a high school diploma. I had other shit, little awards. You can make other choices.
So when I met you, that was like when you first got out, right? Mm-hmm. That was almost, like 8 years ago?
Mm-hmm. 8 years ago.
So what's the difference between like cooking in jail and prison versus like cooking at a restaurant?
Because in a restaurant, I guess in some restaurants there's no difference. It's just like you go ahead and use a program. Restaurants that we work at, that's got more fresh food. It's a whole different world. I don't even know what a Cuban sandwich was when I first came to jail. Gave me make a Cuban. Out of what?
Yeah.
So you got a whole bunch of different foods that you can enjoy in the real world where you deserve it, but you got bullshit eating though. You got ramen noodles.
Yeah, it's bad.
Expensive ramen noodles, but ramen noodles you got.
Yeah, I have like stomach sensitivities, so if I ate the food on the tray, I would get nauseous and get sick, and so I had to eat certain things off my tray. Like I would trade everything on my tray for more salad or something like that, just so I wouldn't get sick. And there's like allergy trays and all that, but you have to at the jail I was at, you have to.
I was a diet cook. I know the process. You got to go through medical, and once you go through medical, if you willing to go through all that stuff, all the church, you can get put on another diet, like a green diet. But it's only a few diets that's in there, because you got 2,000, 2,800. That just means you get more food. Or if you got like a parade diet because you can't chew, they just gonna smush all your food up. Or if you got like a no seed diet, you can't have really nothing that ever had seeds in it that could be passed through your system, like tomatoes and shit.
Yeah, I had eventually lied about my religion to get a different tray so I wouldn't get sick.
Kosher.
So they sent me a different Bible or religious. I don't even remember what it was because this is so long ago, 10 years ago, 11 years ago for me. But yeah, and then the church lady started visiting me once a week and doing readings with me just so I could keep that tray. I was like, okay, I'll do this. And it got me out of the cell block. Get to leave for a little bit and go to
church.
A little church meeting. So they gave you fake knives, you said? Like putty knives?
Yeah, it's a dough cutter. You
know
dough cutter
yeah.
That's the knife.
Do you have to cut does that work? Did you have to cut anything it didn't work with?
Well, you cut onions. What you cut? Think about it. You don't got hella meat in there.
Yeah.
You got a chicken thigh. That's not designed to be cut.
Right.
So you can just put that right there to the side and cook it. Vegetables is gonna cut through vegetables. It's gonna dice onions. It's gonna dice bell peppers. It's gonna cut greens.
Is it gonna cut you?
It could if somebody chopped at you hard enough. But anything could cut you.
Yeah.
And if you did have a knife there, if you was at a program where you did have a knife, they had it secured.
Yeah.
They got a whole tool system there actually in the kitchen system. Everything that you use in there is marked, labeled, and everything. When you pull it out, your name wrote to it. If it's a spatula, because that could be a weapon, you can kill a bitch with a spatula. It's like an axe. Anything, paddle, all that stuff, you have to sign it out. It's got to make sense to you getting it too.
Do you have like guards or like non-inmate employees in the kitchen with you?
Yeah, you got a food server. It depends who, like, at the times of the year, like who running it. If it's all DOC, you're gonna get all DOC people. But then a lot of private people feel like they could do it for less than what DOC will do it for. So they buy the thing, contracting, come in there and bring drugs in and do all kinds of shit.
Yeah, there's a lot of scandalous stuff about private prisons.
Private prisons and regular prisons. Shit, all the motherfuckers, you got to think. How often do you get $100 for a pack of cigarettes? Dollar cigarettes.
Yeah.
Oh, you can make an extra $1,000 a week. Don't that sound good?
Yeah.
Oh, you don't got to do nothing like that. Just give me a couple packs of cigarettes a week. Whole $1,000.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You mean I don't got? Okay. Damn. That's a lot of money. That's $52,000 a year extra for probably 50 packs of cigarettes.
Yeah, that shit is corrupt. Some of them guards just, like you said, they'll do extra shit to make money. Some of them don't give a fuck how they treat you.
Yeah.
I knew a kid I went to. Actually, he had already graduated when I was in high school, but my friends were friends with him. He ended up being a CO, and he was under investigation because he put drugs in somebody's locker to get them in trouble, and then beat him up for when he found the drugs. Like, that's crazy. That shit happens, and there's really nothing you can fucking do about it. Like, it's lucky for that, and made that eventually, like, it got found out. But like, he still got his ass beat. He still got in trouble for that. He still went to lock. He can't get those days back.
So, but when you're in an environment like that, anything could happen to you. You're at their mercy. You need to just stay the fuck out of that shit.
Yeah, keep your head down. It's better if they don't know your last name. Like,
it's best when nobody even know you was there.
Yeah.
They'd be like, oh, he left? Oh, yeah. Don't even matter. Thank you.
Yeah, I tried not to be noticed at all.
Nobody want to be noticed. You don't want to get in people's business. You want people in your business.
When you were like cooking, did they have like a recipe book, or did you guys just like
big recipe book?
Yeah.
Change and everything. It's not really good food.
Was there anything that was good? Like a favorite?
Chicken. But if they put something on good, they take it off because it costs too much money. Because people actually eating it.
So there was obviously guards sneaking in like cigarettes. You were telling me they would sneak in like food and stuff too?
Yeah, they'll do all that food. They'll do anything to make money. I mean, they the regular people. Guards ain't the only people doing it. It's all the staff. The regular people on the street, their family. If you from Orlando, and they got you in Orlando, you know more shit than probably most of the officers.
Yeah, that's true. Do you think that there's anything that could be improved? Like, what do you think are like the priorities? Like, what should be improved first, like for inmates?
You gotta educate people. It's gotta be education.
Yeah.
You gotta teach them something. Because if you don't, they're just gonna learn from each other. I want to learn how to be a better criminal.
Exactly. I feel like there was only a couple classes offered like during the whole year that I was incarcerated, and they were like very like weird things. Like, do you want to learn how to be a road sign turner for construction work? And we'll teach you how to do that. I was like, no, I don't really want to learn how to do that. And like just like random things, like there wasn't enough opportunities, and like all the books that we had were like super old. There wasn't any like real learning opportunities at all. There was AA, NA in church, but that doesn't set you up for success.
Nope.
It doesn't teach you how to like get a job with a record or anything, which is a hard thing to do.
Nothing really teach you, but you know something though? You can't say that no more. Because nowadays, people are hiring people now.
It's changing.
It's not because of it's because you're willing to work. Because it's a lot of people that's not willing to work. And that's what you got to try to teach people. And that you got to do this. You got to change your mind frame. Or you'll be that old dude or that old woman that die in prison. You don't want to be that person.
Yeah, that's
like
sad.
You see these young people.
That's so sad.
Yeah, you see young people do stupid shit. They don't realize that stupid shit is going to cause them to be young and strong right now. Next 60 years, they'll decline in prison. Change from a young man jit to a pops and die. That's why they got to deter people. Food, fuck, don't give them, just give them what they supposed to have. And I'm sorry, but don't make it good. You can't make it where a motherfucker looking forward to a meal. I'm sorry. I know you in jail. People say you don't got much. At least you can eat. Yeah, you got food to eat. But you should not be like, oh, I can't wait to get up and eat this. Nah, okay, I understand you're hungry. But you shouldn't be enjoying shit in there. I'm sorry. Because that's going to make you not want to come back. No. If I look like, oh shit, I love this shit. Hell, can't wait. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, nothing is like that now. And I agree. I don't think it should be, like we were saying, comfy. It shouldn't taste good.
Yeah, it should
but
be.
It also shouldn't be poison.
That's all I want. Just don't give me manufactured cheap shit like some textured protein where you can just give me some cheap ass meat. Chicken ain't expensive. Chicken scraps ain't expensive. But don't give me no fake meat and tell me enjoy this. This is real meat, and people getting sick because their bodies can't process TDP and shit like that.
Yeah.
Just give me real meat. Give me real potatoes. But when they have them things on, there don't be nothing wrong with those potatoes. Because I didn't see them on warnings on regular, but not human consumption. So I guess sometimes that means just don't take it out the bag and eat it right then without washing it.
That makes sense. Yeah, because like you said, it could mean they grew it.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of there are like jail farms,
but if
work
you look
farms.
At some potatoes around, like you might buy a potato bag and it might say it on there, but it's only telling you to wash it because it's been in the ground. It's not fit for human consumption right now.
That's a good
but
point.
If it wasn't fit for human consumption for real, they couldn't give it to you. Not like if you know it's not fit and you wrote that warning, a real warning. Hell no. Who gonna go for that?
Yeah, good point. Yeah, I was pretty shook when I saw that shit. I was like, what the hell are they feeding us? Because I've never been in the kitchen, because at my jail, the girls were not allowed in the kitchen. The women were not allowed in the kitchen. It was only the men.
I remember seeing the girls pass by.
Yeah.
At a facility.
That was always like crazy. Whenever you could see, like the women would see the guys, everybody would be screaming at each other, doing sign language, banging on the glass. The guards are freaking out, like, stop.
Yeah, because that little crack like that, they just doing the most. You doing the most when you look through that crack. And you trying to show the fuck
People
out.
will say the craziest things to you.
They do the craziest shit. It's like if you lucky and you at the crack, oh shit. Oh shit.
Yeah, that shit was funny. I was in a bus that had like 4 women and like 5 men, and the middle was split, so there was like just a little vent. So the whole time we're like talking back and forth, trying to figure out what jail they're going to. Stupid.
I remember seeing the girls going to wreck, and everybody just going crazy until they block that shit off.
Well, is there anything else that you would want like people to know about prison?
It's not cool. Stay out of it.
What advice would you give somebody to stay out of it? Like, what led up to you going, and what would you have done differently?
I just sold drugs. If I wouldn't have sold drugs, but shit, I can't. But I wouldn't have never went to jail. I don't really commit no other crimes.
Yeah. I mean, it's a risky business for
it's
sure.
It's definitely risky business. That's how you got hooked up.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's just drugs.
It's not worth it. It's not fucking worth it. I don't have any of that money left. Shit's all gone.
No, and that's what people got to remember.
And I have more now than I did then.
And you got a better face. Like, you got a better face. Like, you know, I can go places and I can get shit. Like, drug dealer Randy had the money to get, but he wouldn't look right getting. Mm-hmm. Like, kitchen manager Randy, you know, he can just go grab whatever he want to. And people don't even bat an eye. Mm-hmm. So, I don't know.
Yeah.